Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At center, Connor Hodges. At power forward, Kobe Brown. At the forward position, Michael Porter Jr. At shooting guard, Brandon Pojemski. At the other guard, Chase Porter. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. It's time to make...
Now that the season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Now Golden State's starting five. Porter is out there with Pojemski. Then there's Brown. Then it's Porter. And it's Hodges in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Golden State. Porter looking it over. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Over Brown. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Here's Pojemski. Last game he had 13. Brown outside. Tries the spin move. Pass to Hodges. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Celtics. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. And White kicks to Brown. Brown against Tatum. Here's the floater. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Porter against Young. Outside Porter. Back to Porter. Floats one. Rebounded by Tatum.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Count it. Tatum's got 6.
Rushing off the contact look. The dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Pass to Porter. Now Pojemski. Here is Hodges. And here's Porter. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Porter against Brown. Outside, Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Brown. Knocks down the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
How about 3 of 4 of the 4 to start? That's always a good sign.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scores. And so Brown will bring it up for the Warriors, trailing by 4. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up. Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Young with no one around. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. There's Porter with the 3. Hodges laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hodges has got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 5. Left side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Porzingis. The Warriors making the shot. And here's Tatum for 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Porter. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Hodges with a screen on Young. To the inside. Hodges, that's good. Hodges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Young up top, guarded by Porter. Porter with a block. Pass to Hodges. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Warriors making a switch here. Randham's checked in. Porter inside. Young's there. Pass to Porter. Now here's Porter. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now here's Brown. He has yet to score. Tatum setting the pick for White. Shoots over Podziemski. And it's White missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Hodges. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside, White. Brown sets a screen for White. Pass to Tatum. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Hodges. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Porter with it. The kick out to Porter. Connects from 3-point range. Porter's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Celtics trail by 3. Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. Over Porter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Hodges with a screen on Brown. It's Porter outside. Count it, good. And now a 5-point Warrior lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Hachimura is checked in for Boston. And so it's Young who brings it up for Boston, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Now here's Brown. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
And here are the Warriors now after Jaylen Brown's miss. Branham, the pass to Hodges. Porter against Young. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hachimura kicks to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Hits it from three-point range.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the three.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Branham. He's covered by Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Brown. Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in. And it's Johnson in for Derek White. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Warriors. Celtics on D. Trailing by 2. Hodges with a screen on Cooper. Here's Porter. The teardrop falls in. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here is Hachimura. Nothing on the board. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him.
Understanding how to burn the defense in those sets. Hachimura doesn't rush anything. Lets the play develop naturally.
Podziemski with it. Covered by Johnson. Outside Porter. Hodges with a screen on Cooper. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Porter. Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Pass to Brown. And Brown throws it down.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Porter, no luck. Boston's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Porter against Cooper. Brown the pass to Cooper. Back to Brown. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Warriors leading. And here's Porter. Hodges with a screen on Cooper. Inside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by Podziemski. Shoots. A shot by Johnson, no good. Warriors leading by 4. Outside quarter. Hodges with a screen on Brown. To the middle. Hodges, that's good. Hodges has got 18 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now here's Brown. Tight defense on him. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Hodges has got 6 rebounds in the game. Porter passes to Hodges. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Porter with the steal. Poke loose. The second effort. Hodges, that's good. Hodges has got 22 points.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around.
Substitution on the court.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Michael Porter's out there with Brown. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Porter. And it's Branham in at the small forward position. Down low. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
Outstanding defense, Tatum. It led to the break.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pajemski finds Porter. Brown with a screen on Young. Back to Pajemski. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Young outside. Mr. Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Warriors with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Brown with a screen on Young. Porter outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Branham. And the Warriors miss again.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And the Warriors making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Boston making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. So it's the Warriors now. Here is Porter. The screen from Brown. To end the cold streak. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Brown right side. For the three. Young's shot is off. Warriors shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Brown with the screen on Young. Inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Young against Porter. Outside, Markkanen. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Young against Porter. And Young kicks to Porzingis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And bringing the aggression and the energy. Two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Pass to Brown. Outside, Markkanen. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen a screen on Young.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the game.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Bol, he's checked in for the Celtics. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Brown dishes to Young. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
On the wing, Brown. Outside, Markkanen. And the Warriors miss again. Celtics leading by 3. Now Bol. Pass to Young. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Porzingis with it. Hasn't made one yet. They're outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Bol that time on the assist by White. Bol's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Porter. Brown with the screen on Young. And Bol sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Bol uses it to perfection to block shots.
And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Celtics.
And this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen. And also good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
White the pass to Bol. Back to White. To the paint. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now here's Porter. He's got 6. There's the drive. Some nice passing by Golden State. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 8.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Brown outside. Pass the Bol. Now Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter finds Porzingis. Brown with a screen on White. Shot by Porzingis, no good. Boston leading by 9. Bol the pass to Young. Brown deciding where to go with it. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Celtics out in front, up by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And this team has put on a show so far, guys.
Reminds me of my time with the Lakers, or the Heat, or the Orlando.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Golden State Warriors.
They've been shot.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Podziemski. Still yet to score. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Young in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. 4 on the clock. Pass to Hodges. Over Porzingis. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And White kicks to Young. Porzingis passes to Brown. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Brown's got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics. Porzingis against Hodges. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. He's coming off an excellent season. First in assists, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Back to Young. Young sets a screen for White. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Porter against Young. Pass to Podziemski. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Podziemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boston leading by 11. Porzingis with a screen on Porter. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hodges with a screen on Young. It's Porter outside. They get it back. Hodges. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Porter against Young. And Porter, here we go. And then Porter with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 assists.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Pass to White. The 15-footer. Here's Tatum. No good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Porter. 10 points for him. The kick out to Porter. Traps in the tray. Porter's got 9 points.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Drives to the hoop. And Brown throws it down hard.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. I would like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Second, the Warriors. In fourth, the Celtics.
You know, both of these clubs forced a lot of turnovers and also converted offensively off of them. Very impressive.
Brown outside. Here's Porter. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Podziemski. And Hodges kicks to Porter. Over Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Personal foul.
And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Now Young. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. Hook flush by Tatum.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, yeah, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Young against Porter. The kick out to Porter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 12.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Porzingis at the elbow. Back to Young. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Boston.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Pass to Hodges. Now Porter. On the wing, Porter. He's got 12. Just 5 to shoot. Hodges the pass to Porter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Brown against Porter. Porzingis inside. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Buries it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 28.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Now Porter. He's got 14. The kick out to Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics leading by 10. Tatum dishes to White. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Podziemski. Here is Hodges. And a wide open look for Porter. And a miss there on the triple. Boston's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Here's Podziemski. Light covering. Here's Hodges. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 24.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 14 points. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Derek White on the court. And the Warriors also making a change. Branham's checked in. So it's the Celtics now. 10-point lead. Tatum down low. Guarded by Porter. And the basket is good. Tatum's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. It's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16th and 30th are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 13. Pass to Porter. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
The assist.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. To the middle. Here's Young. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Hodges the pass to Porter. Here's Branham. Hodges with a screen on Brown. To the inside. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hodges.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Now Podziemski. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Branham. Porter with it. 14 points for him. Clock is at 3. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Rui Hachimura's subbed in for Young. Stevenson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Alexander Walker comes in for Brandon Podziemski. Round kicks to Tatum. The 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Warriors trail by 13. And Porter, here we go. Stevenson, a screen on Johnson. Porter passes to Branham. Down low, Stevenson. And there it is for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Keita. Still scoreless.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Right side Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Alexander Walker.
Okay, big boy. All right. You like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Porter. Hodges with a screen on Young. Here's Porter. Pass to Hodges. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Brown out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Hodges. Then it's Porter. And it's Branham in at the 2 guard.
And the man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Celtics leading by 13. Johnson outside. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hodges. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. To the paint. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Porter. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Zinkis, he's checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Rui Hachimura. The Warriors also with a sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And Porter drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Young outside. Pass to Johnson. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Porter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Now, here's Johnson. Over Porter. Johnson, good. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Pass to Hodges. Here's Branham, covered by Johnson. Branham, the pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pick. Here is Hodges. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Johnson kicks to Young. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Porter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Tatum looking around to the inside and finished off by Brown.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Here's Branham. Porter against Young. Porter passes to Hodges. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Tatum finds Johnson. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. A three-pointer is right on target.
Brown very confident in that jumper of his.
Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Hodges. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Brown. Right side, Porter. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Brown's shot is good.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Branham, the pass to Porter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Porter's got 6 in the quarter. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Whitey's checked in for the Celtics. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
At the line for 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. Warriors trail by 17. Outside, Porter. Pass to Hodges. Brown against Tatum. Outside, Porter. Golden State moving it around. Clock at 6. Hodges with a screen on Young. It's Porter outside. The offensive rebound. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-5 run. Porter against Young. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
At the line for 2.
And so Tatum nails them both. Warriors trail by 19. Pass to Podziemski. Here is Hodges. Brown outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Porter takes a 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Elbow shot. On its way from Young for 2. Boston again missing. Warriors shooting it well here in the 4th quarter. 50%. Hodges with a screen on Young. The kick out to Brown. And another 3 for Golden State.
3 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Tatum's shot is off. Warriors trail by 13. Outside, Porter. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Boston.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Boston.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one is clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
5th personal foul.
And that one falls for Tatum.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he can't hit the... And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one. All right, D.A., thanks again. And that about wraps it up.